Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 7 for the event Abroad Travel. In this example, we are going to study a birth chart of a female native who is actually a doctor and her husband also a doctor. And she already made, few trips, abroad travels. Her husband was working for some time in other country, so during that time, she traveled once for, a few time. For some period she was staying there, and after that, she traveled for 2 days for another country as for vacation only. But after that, she wanted to travel abroad for the job. Her husband and both are doing their own practice in homeland, but to improve their financial position, they wanted to go. Especially she. If she goes, then after that he can also join. That way they have planned, and they applied for job in abroad for her especially, and she also got the offer. Now what we have to check whether she got the destiny to go abroad. And I said 2 times she traveled abroad already. So whether those periods are all supportive for that, and why not the other periods. And she got the offer in abroad for the job, whether she traveled abroad for the job or not. That we have to check in this chart now. Example number 7, abroad travel for job. Let us examine the birth chart now. This is the birth chart of that female native. It's a doctor also. Then let us examine the birth chart for the destiny on the abroad travel. And prior to that, let us do the basic study. Let me open that North Indian chart. Let us do the general study on the birth chart. Lagna. She is Aries Lagna born, and her third cusp is falling in the sign of Gemini, and ninth cusp is in the Sagittarius, and 12 in the Pisces. So ninth lord, 12th lord, Jupiter. Ninth lord, 12th lord, Jupiter is posted in the sign of Moon, Cancer, in the third house as per degree, in the watery sign. That is good. And that Jupiter is conjoined with Ketu. Ketu, we can say it is occupying third house supportive, but Jupiter Ketu combination, it can cause some obstacles because of the nature of the Ketu. Anyway, 9th lord, 12th lord occupying third house is good, and the Rasi lord Moon also posted in the third house in the Aries sign. Jupiter is posted in the watery sign, Moon is posted in the Aries sign. So that way, third house and ninth house, 12th house are connected, and third lord planet is Mercury. Mercury is posted in the 5th house, conjoined with the Sun, 5th lord. Mercury also conjoined with the second lord and 7th lord. So, third lord occupying 5th house is also supportive, and conjoined with the 5th house, 5th lord Sun. So, these are all supportive for the type of profession they are into. So, that way, the third lord is also, well posted, and that third lord, Mercury, is aspected by Mars. That Mars is Lagna lord and 8th lord. So, that is the issue. Lagna lord, 8th lord is aspecting to the Mercury. Mercury and Sun aspected by Lagna and 8th lord for the type of profession, medicine is fine. That too in the sign of Leo itself. And but that 8th lord aspecting to the third lord, it is indicating some obstacles. But otherwise, 3, 9, 12 houses are connected, and watery sign is connected, Aries sign is connected. So that way it is supportive for travel abroad as per this basic study. Based on the detailed study, extensive study, we can come to know the real strength and weakness. So as per the basic studies concerned, it is supportive. So now let us go to the self-signification, and let us do the self-signification study. We already selected the event abroad travel job. So now we have to select the self significators and check the significations. Let's start with the Lagna Lord. Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying Lagna. So it is supportive to the Lagna with obstacles. So Mars, we can say it is supportive only. We can give blue color because of the Lagna Lord occupying Lagna. It is blue. 8th Lord, it is indicating obstacles. We can say that. So we can give a pink also, but I have given blue. Anyway, because Lagna occupying Lagna. 9th Lord, 12th Lord occupying third house and 7th star Lord. This is good, but it is 4th sublord. 4th sublord, it is indicating some weakness, but 9th Lord, 12th Lord occupying third house, 7th sublord and 7th star Lord and 4th sublord. Though it is 4th sublord, it is not having any other supportive houses. 4 does not mean that it is unfavorable for travel abroad. But though 4 is talking about homeland, but it is not connected to any other unfavorable, but favorable grouping or more. So Jupiter can be given light green. And 9th Lord we have taken, 12th Lord also we have taken, and 3rd Lord, Mercury, 3rd Lord, 6th Lord occupying 5th house. This is fine. And 8th Lord and 8 and 12th cuspal star Lord and 1 and 7 cuspal sublord. See, all the houses are fine. Only this 8 is talking about obstacles, but 3, 6, 12, 1, 5, all are favorable. So this is also good. Only the 8th house is indicating obstacle. 5 and 8. Suppose for the event of job, we can 5 and 8, we can say it is indicating some weakness, but we cannot say it is completely unfavorable. For the purpose of travel, this is not bad. So what we can do, Mercury planet being the 3rd Lord and 6th Lord and 12th star Lord, we can give Mercury can be a light green. We can also give blue also. Let us re-examine once we give a color to all the other planets, then re-examine planet again, and whether we can opt green, light green or blue for Mercury, we will do later. So now 3rd Lord we have selected, 9th Lord we have selected, and Rahu occupying the 9th house. 311 cuspal star Lord and 9th cuspal sublord. This is very good. And Saturn 10, 11, 9, 4 and 10, it is okay, moderate. But this is very good. 9th sublord, 9th occupant, 311 cuspal star Lord. So Rahu should be dark green. And let us go to the Saturn. Saturn 10th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 9th house, 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. This is supportive. And representing Rahu also. Rahu is very good, but this is also supportive. So when compared to this one, this is having, this is supportive, but because of this 4th, we cannot say it is completely unfavorable, but Saturn is also good. So Rahu we have given dark green. Saturn we can give light green, right? And Ketu occupying 3rd house and 6th cuspal star Lord. This is fine. But second planet Moon, 4th Lord, 3rd occupant, 2, 16, 3, 5, 8. This is not good. That Moon is not good. It is having some weakness. For 3rd house is okay. But 5 and 8 and 4 are not favorable, especially for the job prospects. So that is not good. So, but Ketu is fine. So we can give Ketu's blue because of this favorable and some weakness in the second planet. Venus 12th sublord, 2nd Lord, 7th Lord occupying 4th house close to 5th cusp, 159 star Lord, 11 and 12 cuspal sublord. So this is good only, but 2, 7, 4, 5, 1, 5, 9, this is also supportive. So we can, 2nd house and 4th house, 2, 7, 4, 5. It is not having any favorable in the source, that is CL and OCC, but supportive only. So 11 and 12 cuspal sublord Venus. So definitely we can give Venus also. Either light green we can give or blue we can give. Why we have to give blue? Either unfavorable or present, no 8th house. 4th house is there, 2nd house is there. So, I mean, we can think of giving blue, but anyway, let us give light green. Because it is having 11 and 12 cuspal sublord, 1 and 9 cuspal star Lord. And Sun planet 5, 5, and 2. So this is not supportive even for the job, but job prospect, fifth house alone, we cannot say unfavorable. Being sun, 5, 5 is supportive for the type of profession they are into medicine. No, so that is favorable. Second sublord is not good for the travel abroad because it is indicating some weakness. Second alone will not be unfavorable, but there is no favorable also. No, so sun we can make it as light red. And moon, fourth lord occupying third house, 2, 6, 10 star lord, third star sublord. This is fine, but 5 and 8 cuspal sublord. Fourth lord, eighth cuspal sublord, it is not good. So moon definitely either we have to give light red or pink because 3 and 3 is there. So favorable also there. So we can give moon can be pink. So we have given moon pink. So which planet we are talking, we will let us reanalyze this Mercury. Third lord, sixth lord occupying fifth house, 8 and 12, 1 and 7. So this is fine. So let us take it as it is, all the colors what we have given. We could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets are green and 2 planets are, one mixed one. That moon and light red and 2 planets are blue. That is fine. So any planets are self-grouping is good. 9, 11, 12, and this is only 3, and this is 9, 3, 9, 3, and 9, 12, 3. So, and 3 and 12. So, 9, 9, 12 significator 1, 3, 9, 12 significator 1 planet, 9, 3, 9, 1 planet, 1, 2, 3 planets are having good signification in self itself. And this also we can take it. So 2, 3 planets are having with in self signification itself grouping of 3, 9, 12 grouping of houses. It is supportive. Anyway, let us check the destiny planet and their strength. Now let us go to the home page. So now let us analyze the destiny planets. Let me keep open the birth chart also. So third lord, third sublord, third lord Mercury. Mercury, how it is present, Mercury in the star, all are green only, sublord only having some weakness, but star lord of the sublord is fine. So Mercury, that means destiny planets, if they are in the star and sub of supportive planets, which are further supporting to the destiny planet significations, or not having supports, or instead of that, if unfavorable are playing role at the star level or sub level, then destiny is going to be weak. Now let us check the ninth sublord. Ninth sublord planet is Rahu. Rahu is the ninth sublord planet. Let us check ninth sublord planet Rahu, how it is signifying. Rahu is good. Star level planet Moon is pink. It is mixed one. And star lord of the star lord is good. 2A level planet, sublord planet is blue. It is Lagna ruler. It is an eighth lord also. It is having some weakness and it is not strongly favorable, we can say. Though I have given blue, it should be given, I should have given pink. Definitely, it is not correct. 181, because of Lagna, suppose it is getting good signification and the support, it can favor also. But at the sub level, when it is playing, it is indicating some weakness, not very strong, we can say. And star lord of the sublord is Moon. Again, it is mixed one. So, ninth sublord planet in the star and subba having some not very good significator, but star lord is mixed one, sublord is supportive only. And the star lord of the star lord Jupiter is favorable. So now we have to check whether that star lord planet is getting support from the Rahu or Jupiter. Moon in the star of Jupiter is fine. Whether Moon is getting support from the Rahu or Saturn. Where Rahu or Saturn is present, Moon is posted in the sign of Mercury. So Mercury is a good key planet. So Moon is in the sign of Mercury. So Mercury is a good planet. So that way, Moon will have Mercury in its support. That way it is good. So that is fine. So it is getting some support from the support planets. And sublevel is Mars. Mars is posted in the sign of Venus, and Mars is aspected by any planet. Where is Saturn? Saturn is aspecting to Moon, no? That we forgot. How is Saturn? Saturn is another good key planet. So Saturn, yes, Saturn is aspecting to Moon. Automatically, Rahu is passing its ruling. So if you, instead of that, if you open that EPS table, then we can find easily. Moon is having Saturn here, and Mercury also there, and Jupiter also there. So the star level planet having got some weakness, but it is getting support from the Saturn, Mercury, and Jupiter. The Jupiter itself is the 2 level planet. So that way it is supportive. And the sublord Mars is having Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. It is aspecting to them. And moreover, it is Rasi Lord is Venus. Venus is good. So Mars is getting strong influence of the Venus. That is good. So that way, the 9th sublord planet, star level and sublevel are some weakness, but through the support, they are all getting becoming some strength. In that case, which are the favorable key planets supporting to the 9th sublord? Rahu, Saturn is good key planet, and Jupiter also playing role, and Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter playing role, and Mercury also playing role, and Venus also playing role. All the planets are there in the destiny planet, and apart from that, some weak planet also playing. So that Moon, which is making weakness to the destiny, that should not be playing role in the Bugdi Lord in the primary level. That means in the star level, sub level, if the Moon is playing, that can cause obstacle. But if that planet, since that planet is already getting the influence of the destiny planet, through the support, it can get strength. But Bugdil if it is having the unfavorable key planet of the destiny planet, that is Moon, in its star level, then it or sub level, then that strength of that Bugdil will get reduced. That we have to keep it in mind. Now let us check the 12th sublord. 12th sublord planet is which planet? 12th sublord is Venus. Venus, all levels ruled by Venus. Venus is all levels ruled by Venus. So that is good only. But Venus, though I have given green, but also it has got some weakness 2, 4, no? 2, 4, 2, 4, all levels. One level is fine, but all levels ruled by Venus itself. 2 and 4, 2 and 4 are supportive for professional prospects. It is also supportive for present in the homeland also. So, but these grouping are favorable. So this is supportive for travel abroad and also with some weakness. So Venus is a good planet, and so that way we 12th sublord also favorable. So Venus is strongly playing, and Rahu playing strongly, and Jupiter and Mercury, all the good key planet, green planets are influencing the destiny planets, rulers also, but supports also. Unfavorable key planet which are influencing the destiny planet is Moon strongly. I think you're able to understand. Moon is the one, and Sun is present, but Sun is not playing role, but Sun definitely it is influencing this. Can Sun sign only, Venus is there, and 12 sublord in the sign of Sun only, conjoined with Sun, and Mercury planet, that Mercury planet itself is conjoined with the Sun. So influence of the Sun is also there, but by way of supports only. So that way we have to, I think we are able to understand that destiny is supportive for travel abroad, but with some obstacles, because star level planet is talking about 4, 3, 2, 16, 2, 3, 8. It is indicating supportive for travel abroad for general purpose. 5th house is supportive for general travel and for the vacation, and for general trip is okay. But this 5 and 8 is not good for the job prospects. I think we're able to understand. So this is 3 and 5 is good for the type of profession is into medicine. But these 4th lord and 5 and 8, they are not strong for the profession in abroad. So that's what the 9th house is indicating, some weakness. Sublord also it is having some weakness. The star lord of the sublord also, Moon is connected. So that is the one we have to keep it in mind. So it is indicating some weakness, especially on the professional prospects in abroad, right? So now let us examine the Dasa Lord. So the Dasa Lord, now the native is running from 2006 onwards, Saturn Dasa is running. So in Saturn Dasa, she traveled 2 times. Abroad. I said no. Her husband was working in some countries when she traveled abroad for some time or for short duration. She went there and met him. So let us check the Saturn Dasa, whether Saturn Dasa is supportive for such a travel. Saturn all are green. That is good. So Saturn in the star of Venus and sub of Mercury. So good key planets are Venus, Mercury are strongly playing. That Saturn itself is, why are given light green? It is having favorable houses to the profession, and also it is having 11 and 9. And second planet, Rahu, is a good key planet. So strong favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord is Rahu. Rahu is the strong favorable key planet. Rahu, Venus, and Mercury. Rahu, Venus, and Mercury. These are the strong favorable key planets. And Jupiter role is not directly present, but Jupiter role definitely will be there in the supports. That we have to check. That also we can check. In Saturn Dasa, you can see Saturn is Rasi Lord is Jupiter, right? So and Venus, that way Venus is not having the Jupiter, but Mercury is present. We can see Mercury is passing ruler link. Star level Venus is conjoined with Mercury. That Mercury is the sublord. So they are all supported. They are forming ruler link. It is also supportive. So Jupiter is there, especially in the source level. Saturn is Rasi Lord for Jupiter. That way we have seen that. Second planet Rahu is aspected by Jupiter. That is also fine. So now Saturn Dasa is supportive for the travel abroad. That good key planets are Rahu and what else? Rahu and Venus, no? Venus and Mercury. These are the strong key planet, but Rahu is the strong one because that is the Dasa Lord itself representing Rahu, free planet, is strong key planet. So now we have to check under Saturn Dasa. Which Bugdis are favorable. So Mercury Bugdi sublevel is not strong. And Ketu Bugdi, if you take Ketu Bugdi star level is Saturn itself, but more than Saturn, Rahu is stronger. Ketu is fine, but Rahu, Saturn, it is supportive, but sublord moon is not good. So the moon is the one which is pink shade, is not favorable. And in Saturn, Mercury is not good. That Ketu is not good. Venus is favorable, but Venus only strongly ruling all the levels. So, but it is not having that Rahu in its rulers. All levels ruled by one planet, we have to keep it in waiting list because the Bugdi Lord should be the strongest one. The first travels he has going to do. And Sun is not going to give, and the Venus will be waiting list. And Moon is here, Moon is sublord, but here only the source planet. So starting is third cuspal sublord and 4, it is mixed one. So starting, the source can be have mixed one. The star level, sub-level should be favorable. They should not get influenced by the, unfavorable. The star level planet Jupiter, our favorable key planet, and which is not there in Saturn as a ruler, but Saturn is influenced by the Jupiter, and star lord of the star lord is Jupiter. Saturn has come, representing Rahu. Sublord again Jupiter, and star lord of the star lord. Sublord is also Saturn. So here you can see the Saturn is playing role at the 12 level, and the good key planet Jupiter 9, 12, 3, 9, 12, 3 are playing role here. And so that they are all playing, but the role of the Venus and Mercury. Venus is mixed one, I said. No, 2, 4 is present, but favorable 11 and 12 also. But Venus role and Mercury role are not directly present. So let us check whether they are ruling in the supports. Which are the planets? Mercury and Venus. Moon is having Mercury here, And Jupiter is having Saturn, and the star lord of the star lords Jupiter. Star lord of the star lord, Saturn is having that Jupiter only, and sublord is again Jupiter. So Jupiter is playing two times, and the role of the Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus are not directly playing role for Moon, but that is supportive. But Moon is having all the key planets, but Moon is having the Mercury in its supports. That role of Venus only absent. Moon is present. Moon is having Mercury in its Rasi Lord. Jupiter is present, and the Venus role is not there. That is the only problem. Because of that, we cannot avoid that, but it is having good key planets. So we need Venus role also, that we will check it. Let us check what is the sub-lord of the Moon, because Moon in the star and sub of Jupiter. Sub-lord of the Moon is Saturn. So Saturn only is repeated. That is also fine. But role of Venus is directly not present, right? So just a minute, let me, yes. Role of Venus only, it is not there. So now, but this Bugdi Lord, Saturn Dasa, Moon Bugdi is supportive for travel, right? Just a minute, just a minute. Yes. Now, you know which period she traveled abroad? Let me tell the date. She traveled abroad to meet her husband when he was working in UK for 2 weeks in June 2018. June 2018. In Moon Bugdi, Saturn Dasa Moon Bugdi, June 2018. June. In Venus Antra. April 3rd to July 8th, Venus Antra is running. So in Moon Bugdi, Venus Antra, you can see, I used to tell no that to complete the chain, the planet which key planet is missing there in the Bugdi, or having got the 11th or strongly, that if it is there in the Antra, that will be completing the chain. So Saturn Dasa, Moon Bugdi, Venus Antra, she made the first trip to meet her husband. Here, because you can see Saturn is having Venus strongly, that Venus is not playing role here, but Venus is playing role here. You can see the signification of Venus, 2, 7, 5, 11. She traveled abroad to meet her husband during this Antra. That is also 2, 7, 5, 11 are supportive for meeting them. So that way, during Moon Bugdi, she traveled abroad. After that, in Moon Bugdi, she did not travel. Moon Bugdi, Venus Antra, then Sun will not support. Moon is over. Then comes the Mars Bugdi. Whether Mars is supportive for travel abroad, we have to check. Mars is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord, and Lagna. So the source planet Lagna is good. So Mars is getting any support from any planet, then it will favor only. Star level planet is Moon. Moon is mixed one, right? It is not detrimental, it is mixed one. That is pink shade. So Moon is, star level is having weakness, definitely. And 2A level is Jupiter is fine. And as I said, Moon at the star level and sub level will be always weak. But here star level itself has come, so that is weaker. Now the 2A level planet is favorable, and sublord is Rahu has come. Rahu is a very good key planet, and that is playing role. And again, star lord of the sublord is Moon. So it means what? Mars will support to some extent for travel abroad, but not very strong like Moon. But Mars is supportive to, because sublord is Rahu, Saturn, and star lord of the star lord Jupiter, and source planet is Lagna Lord. Lagna is playing role. Lagna 1, 3, 3, and 9, 12, 3, 9, 3, 11. If you look at the house grouping from top to down, it will have that such signification supporting to the source planet. That is Lagna Lord. If you open that Mars, let us see. Mars is having Mercury, Venus in Rasi Lord, aspecting to Mercury, Saturn, Venus, and Venus is strongly playing role at the Rasi Lord. It is getting support. Moon is having that some weakness and aspected by Saturn, that Saturn Rahu playing, that is ruling at the last level. Though Moon is having at the star level having some weakness, that is further supported by the star lord of that is sublord planet Saturn representing Rahu. Rahu present in the supports, that is giving strength. In addition to that, Moon in the star of Jupiter, the Jupiter also present in supports because that is Rasi Lord for Jupiter. So that way, star level planet getting the support from the 2A level planet and sub level planet, the two forming ruler link. So that Lagna Lord is eligible to, for the abroad travel, but this 8th house, 4th house, 8th house, and again 4, all are present. So that will not support for for the long duration trip. It will support for travel during the favorable antra period, but it will not favor for a long stay, right? Because of the second level is strongly weaker. So during Mars period, which is the favorable key planet, which is making that travel supportive, that Mars, Jupiter, and Rahu. Importantly, sublord Rahu. If the Rahu sublord is not present, if even Saturn also present, it will not be very strong because Jupiter is okay, but sublord Rahu 9, 3, 11, 9, sublord Rahu free planet forming ruler link to Moon. So making that more supportive is Rahu. So Rahu role is important. So that is Rahu Saturn role is important. In addition to that, other favorable key planets should be there because Bugdilad is not very strong, right? So in during that Mars period, the planet which is another key planet which is missing, Venus. So Venus role also important, and Rahu Saturn's role also present in the Bugdilad. That is good. So she traveled abroad during that Mars Bugdi in Saturn Antra. Just a minute, I will tell the date in which period she traveled abroad for 2 days in January 2019. January 2019, she traveled abroad to, UAE, January 2019. Let me check the date. January 2000, Mars Bugdi, January 2019, falling in the Saturn Antra. So why Saturn Antra? Why not Rahu? Rahu star level is Moon. That is not favorable because unfavorable key planet of the Dasa, Bugdilad is Moon. That is playing role at the star level. That is not good. And Jupiter also sublord is having Moon. That is not good. And free from the role of the Moon and having got the good key planet Rahu, Jupiter itself, Rahu, Saturn itself is playing at the source, and missing Venus is playing, other Mercury's are playing. So that way they are all connected. And Jupiter role, if you see, Saturn has got Jupiter in supports, that already Saturn is getting the support of the Jupiter. So that way Jupiter role also present, and all the good key planets that Dasa Lord itself is playing. So Saturn Dasa, Mars Bugdi, and Saturn Antra, see, just for 2-3 days only she traveled abroad. So no other planet supported under Mars. You understand? Because Mars is weak at the star level, but sub-level Rahu only favored. So during that period, it is over. Then after that, she did not travel. And Rahu Bugdi came. Rahu, 9 sublord in the star of this moon again. So that, and sublord Mars also having some weakness. Only through supports only it can support. So during Rahu Bugdi did not favor for travel abroad. Though it is indicating, the destiny planet is indicating some support. But as you know that when the Bugdilad, the destiny planet itself is having some weakness, during its own period, it will not favor for the event. That you have to keep it in mind. Suppose in the previous other planet period, if it is supported for the event, during the destiny planet, that will give trouble. Because destiny is going to experience this. Nah? So now, this Rahu is over. Now the Jupiter is running. Jupiter is running from July 2022 onwards. Jupiter, if you see, Jupiter is favorable. Yes, Jupiter, star level, 2A level, or that last level, all are favorable. Only the sublord is weak. During the Jupiter period only, They applied for the job in abroad. They wanted to know, we want to go abroad for the job. She, especially, once he went and got the job, then he can also go and join her also. That was their plan actually. So if you see that Jupiter is an important key planet of the destiny planet. Sorry, Dasa Lord. Jupiter is playing role here. No, sorry, Jupiter is not playing. Jupiter is conjoined to the Saturn. So that way, Jupiter role is there. The two ninth lord, 12th lord, it is fine. At fourth cusp of sublord, source planet is fine. Star level planet is Saturn. The role of Rahu is not playing. Saturn only ruling at the star level. So 9, 12, 3 in the star of 10, 11, 9, all supportive for the job. Job from the 9th house, 12th house. For abroad travel, job, it is supportive. And 12 level planet Venus also supportive. So good key planets, all planets are ruling source effect, source effect levels are ruled by the Jupiter. That is good, right? So that too, as 12 level planet Venus is playing, that is the role of one of the key planet of the Dasa Lord also playing. So Saturn, Venus are playing role here. The problem is only with the sublord. Sublord moon, up to this level is okay. Sublord moon is talking about 4, 3, 2, 6, 10 and 3, 5 and 8. This is causing problem because you can see star level planet is talking about good for the profession supported by the star lord of the star lord, but sublord planet is not supporting to these 4, 10th house matters. It is talking about 2, 6, 10 fine. From 4, 3 to 6, 10 is okay. But 3, 5 and 8, it is not favoring for the job, right? It is not favoring for the stability of the job. It is not favoring for the travel also because it is 8th cuspal sublord, 4th lord. It is indicating some obstacles. The two moon, mind is also getting disturbed whether to go or not. They have got a lot of dilemma mind, and they don't know what to do, whether we have to accept this offer, all this thing. Star lord of the sublord is Jupiter. So now what we have to see, source effect, 12 level are fine, sublord only is weak, but whether sublord is getting support from the favorable planet or not, or whether sublord, unfavorable planet or mixed planet is influencing the other levels, we have to check. If it is 2A level planet, it's not a problem. Whether it is a source level planet, is not a problem. And also, unlike Moon and Mars, this Jupiter, the offer, it is not for a short duration. They wanted to know if they go during that period, take up the job, whether they can stay there. She can stay there for long for the job. So long-term job in abroad, whether it is promising, that is the question. Otherwise, it will not favor for them to long stay. It is not for a short duration. They could go and come. The question is for that only. So now let us check the Jupiter. Jupiter sublord is moon. Let us check whether moon is influencing the other levels or moon is getting support from other planet. Moon is getting support from Saturn and Mercury and Jupiter. So all are Rahu. Everything is there. But you can see Jupiter is having moon in the Rasi Lord. Saturn also having moon. And stoy level is not a problem. Sublord itself is moon. Star lord of the sublord also moon. It means what? The unfavorable sublord, which is reducing the impact of the planet and star level with some weak signification, not only for travel abroad, but also for the professional prospects. It is influencing the source level, planet level, star level, and also star lord of the sublord, indicating weakness. Which planet? Moon, Karaka planet of the mind, and also occupying third house and 3, 5, 8. It is not good mentally, it is unstable. So during that period, actually during that Saturn Jupiter period, Saturn Jupiter and Saturn Antra itself. Saturn Jupiter, Saturn Antra itself, lady, that female doctor got the job offer in abroad. Saturn, Jupiter, Saturn. They were supposed to travel. But unfortunately, the Saturn, they got the time up to Mercury. I mean, after they got the time up to Mercury Antra, they wanted to. I mean, they can travel even in Mercury Antra. So now the question is whether they travel abroad or not, because they were in dilemma. They were postponing whether to go or not. Finally, they decided not to go because the female doctor is going. She was thinking all the questions because husband is not coming. Only later only he may join. Whether the stability is going to be there or not. All this moon is into creating problem. It is not for a shorter duration. It is the keeping in mind that she has to go there and stay there for the new job in abroad for a long time. But this is not favoring. So they did not during Saturn Antra. Then till that time, then they were feeling that okay, we'll try to consider that one. When the Mercury started, Mercury sublord is moon. No? So then the Jupiter Bugdi gave the offer for abroad job because it is supportive, but because of the sublord moon also influencing the other level planet, unfavorable key planet. So because of that, she did not accept. Finally, they dropped the plan. So did not go abroad for the job. I think you are able to understand how far that unfavorable key planet is playing role in influencing. You can see for moon, the moon itself is having weakness, but it favored for travel abroad because only the source planet. But star level, sub level are favorable. That too, it is not for a long duration. It is not for the purpose of work. It is only for the purpose of to meet her husband only she left because fifth house, third house are supportive for that one. 3, 5, 7 are supportive for that. Meeting her husband. But 5 and 8 houses are not supportive for the profession in abroad, right? In general, it is indicating weakness for the stability. So that way, that itself is indicating 4, 5, and 8 in the sublord, and that is not favoring for the long travel for the purpose of job. Moreover, 9th lord, 12th lord moving towards 4. 4 is there, and 2 and 4 all are joining hands, and moon is also influencing through ruler link. Then it is all causing trouble. Finally decided not to go because moon, that mind is also not happy. And Mercury itself, when they were supposed to go in this period of Mercury, then they decided not to go, and that plan also dropped. I think you are able to understand what the importance of the key planet and levels, in which level they are ruling, and how the unfavorable key planets are playing source level or effect or result, and the combined level study, and Dasa Lord is also fine, and the Bukti Lord, if it is having unfavorable key planets in its primary level, because moon is having source level itself is unfavorable. Bugdi Lord sat that Mars is having star level moon, but it is further supported by other levels, and sublord is strong Rahu, it is favor, and it's for shorter duration favored. But Jupiter, star level planet, star level 12, everything is good, forming supportive or long travel for the job prospect. But sub-level planet finally not supportive. That is also forming ruling and afflicting all the planets. So finally dropped it. I think you are able to understand the self-signification stream and their rulers link impact also. I think you would have understood, and we will meet in the next video. Good luck. Thank you.